Hi, guys. Welcome back to another episode on the Help Desk After Hours. Today, we're going to go over how to access and surf the dark web. In the spirit of Halloween, I thought it'd be fitting to check out the dark side of the internet. The dark web has a lot of bad rap. The stigma is you'll get hacked, it's all bad, or you'll go to jail if you access it. It is not illegal to access the dark web. It is illegal to do illegal things on the dark web or anywhere else. Today, I'm going to show you how to safely surf the dark web using the Tor browser and a free VPN. So stick with me, we'll check out some websites and see if it's all bad. In order to access the dark web, you need a special tool. There are many out there, however, today we're going to use the Tor browser. Tor stands for the Onion Router. And the reason it's called the Onion Router is because you have several encrypted layers. Whenever you use the Tor browser, you go through three different nodes. You have your entry node, your middle node, and your exit node. Your entry node knows your IP. However, once you hit the middle node, you're completely anonymous. And that is why a lot of bad actors like to use the dark web, is because they are anonymous. However, there's good things on the dark web as well. So we're going to go ahead and download it. Now that we've downloaded the Tor browser, I recommend downloading a free VPN. Today we're going to use Proton VPN. And this is only to hide the fact that we're accessing the dark web from our internet service provider. You don't have to do this. I recommend it. That way they don't start breathing down your neck. Even without a VPN, they cannot see what you're doing on the dark web. However, they can see that you've accessed the dark web. So we'll go ahead and start the install here. Next. We want to uncheck all of these unless you plan on using Proton VPN for anything else. Once you've installed Proton VPN, you can go ahead and create an account, or you can sign in with an existing one. I already have an account. Again, it is free to set up an account. You do not need a credit card or anything else. Now that we've signed into our VPN, I recommend changing one quick setting if you are using Proton VPN. Select Settings, scroll down to Auto Startup, and disable this. This is going to disable the auto startup feature, which connects to the VPN anytime you start your computer up. Now that we've done that, we can select Connect. It should connect to the next fastest free server. Once we've connected, we can minimize, and we can go ahead and install the Tor browser. So we've already got it downloaded. We're going to go ahead and run the install and click Install. All right, now we can click Finish. All right, now that we've installed it, we are almost ready to connect. First, we want to make one quick change. So up here in the top right corner, let's click on the shield icon, click on Settings, and hit Change. We want to select Safest. Obviously, we want to be safe. The dark web is no joke, so change this to Enhance your security while browsing the dark web. Save and restart. All right, we are ready to connect. Here we go. Click on Connect. Bam, we're now searching the dark web. This may look familiar to most. DuckDuckGo is actually pretty popular. Here you want to make sure you have Onion Eyes selected. And let's start searching. Let's go ahead and search for blogs. Okay, so right off the bat, I want to point out that our URL ends in .onion. All dark websites while browsing with the Tor browser will end in .onion. They're also encrypted, so you won't be able to make out what they are. This one you get DuckDuckGo, which is actually pretty good. Now, scrolling down here, there's a lot of .com sites. Actually, almost all .com sites. That's because these are surface web results. What I suggest is doing a quick search on the surface web for the best dark web search engines. And today we're going to go with this one. This has the top 5 dark web search engines. However, we're just going to use number 1 in the list because from what I can tell, it's the best. Amia. Amia is very popular and it looks very familiar. Torch is another good one. However, Torch has a lot of pop-ups. So check it out. Check them all out if you're surfing the dark web. Don't let me hold you back. You can go through all these, but DuckDuckGo just isn't that good. Haystack, I don't think that link worked anymore. Onion Links is pretty cool. But today we're going to stick with Amia. So if you want to surf the dark web, use Amia. You can come to this site, or do a quick Google search for the onion link to Omnia. So here's the onion link. We're going to right click, copy the link. We're going to go back to our Tor browser. We're going to paste it in there and we're going to check it out. Let's see what we can get into on the dark web. So let's try blogs again. As you can see, you get several results back and they all look pretty normal. They end in .onion, which tells you it's a dark website. They may not all be good. We're not going to, we'll stay away from those, but I mean, you can search the dark web and get into whatever you want to get into. So that's how you search the dark web. Say you're not sure what to search for. Well, I recommend using the Hidden Wiki. The Hidden Wiki is great starting out on the dark web because it has an index of several different popular sites on the dark web. So we'll just do a quick search for Hidden Wiki. All right, you want to select on the top one. I'm sure any of these will take you to the Hidden Wiki, but it looks like it's going to take you to page 3 of yada yada. So this is a Hidden Wiki. And if you're unsure what to search for on the dark web, you can go to the Hidden Wiki and look at the links. There's several different popular sites. It goes from Rent-A-Hacker to blogs. I mean, it's all over the place. And if you want, you can click on these links up here. These are more onion links, which are just indexed websites on the dark web. So if we select the top one, as you can see, just more onion links. You have financial services, commercial services, chains, privacy services, email providers, blogs, and personal sites. I mean, you have everything. There was a guide. If we go back, Pug's Ultimate Dark Web Guide. Check it out first. The Dark Web Pug's Ultimate Guide to the Dark Web. Welcome to the Dark Web Pug's Ultimate Dark Web Guide. On the internet, no one knows you're a dog. And these are the same links that we'd seen on the Hidden Wiki. There's a lot of pharmaceutical stores on the dark web. Bitcoin and crypto mixers. Like I said, Rent-A-Hacker and other things. And more. Lots of interesting sites. Even the CIA has a dark website. Wow. And they actually do. So in this list, you have more blogs and like 8chan, successor 4chan. Dark web news. That looks pretty cool. Here's the CIA.gov. This is legit. They actually do. There's, like I said, there's good on the dark web too, but there's just so much bad. It often gets associated with illegal things. So let's go ahead and check out the dark web news. Okay, so that site is not found, and you'll actually get this a lot. On the dark web, sites come and go, so they'll be here for 1 minute and gone the next. So if you see this, that's normal. That dark web website is no longer there, or they've changed their URL. So you can try Googling the surface web to try to get the onion link or the URL for that website if you really want to check it out. But there's all kinds of things on here. Start with the Hidden Wiki if you're not sure what you want to search, and use Omnia to search whatever your heart desires. All right, so let's move on to one more thing. And I've always wanted to kind of check this out, and it is the dark web mystery boxes. So stick with me. Let's check it out and see what they got to offer. Let's see if we can figure out how to buy the infamous dark web mystery box. So on here, let's just type in mystery box and see what returns. Mystery box, dark web mystery box. S. Let's check it out. It is actually working. Wow. Well, they're definitely not cheap. Let's see what it's about. Need an item not on website. Contact us and we'll get it for you. That's crazy. All right. Randomly products like physical credit cards with PIN random. Wow. Bought by, oh man. Paranormal items and not that fake eBay garbage being sold. Okay, what do you get in $100? Oh, let's check out the reviews. Great cards. What I need. I'm happy with everything here. Thank you for the result. Long-term client here, always in time. Well, that guy seems trustworthy. All 3 cards arrived without problems, and most importantly, they had the coveted $9,600. That's coveted. 400 shy of 10 grand. I like such money transfers, even very much, so thank you for your prompt work. So it's definitely, I would say, very trustworthy. So if you're going to buy something, check out this mystery box site. Very, very legit looking. They must work with Visa, maybe MasterCard. I don't know why they'd be selling cards if they didn't. So anyway, guys, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, hit the like button. My goal was to show you how you can surf the dark web and, in a nutshell, kind of give you an overview. And that overview is that it's crazy. Don't go too far down the dark web rabbit hole because you may see something you don't like. Be careful what you click on. Don't download anything. And if you buy something from the dark web, be sure to use a P.O. box or something like that. You don't want to give them your address. Just be careful. Don't use the dark web for illegal things. This is all informational only, and I hope it helps someone out there.